going to be one of the nicer ones, and my chromatic cousins are going to be utter dicks.
Yay.
That's probably the best I've heard it put so far.
Actually, I'm gonna actually set up a quick visual aid to make sure everything's perfectly clear. I'm gonna sort of put up a transparent picture in front of the floating lantern and project it onto the cave wall. And just sort of, a quick PowerPoint explaining differences between metallic and chromatic dragons.
Anything that is
Interesting.
explicitly colored is going to be a chromatic dragon, which are usually more of a chaotic nature, and the metallic dragons were generally servants of the more pleasant gods and just all around nicer mannered. There are exceptions to these rules, but as a general guideline, you can find yourself trusting them.
I have a question.
Oh, great.
Go for it.
No, go ahead, Mineral. You were
Okay, I am suspicious of this dragon specifically mentioning that coloration thing. Maybe he's got like some kind of illusion on him. I'd like to roll insight.
Go for it.
Oh, damn.
Natural 20.
Oh wow.
You find no illusions at play in him. However, the room around you is definitely coated in it, as is most of the cave. It's not nearly as smooth as it would like you to believe, and you actually just see the generic jutting rocks and stalactites and everything. It appears he's actually been keeping the cave mostly illusionary to A, fool the senses of anyone else coming in and wondering why there might be illusion down one hall, and B, just to make it look nicer for himself. Dragons and vanity and all.
Okay, I'd like to use send farts to alert everyone without alerting the dragon of this information.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
It was like, whoa, what the?
Just like-
Everyone just kind
It's
of
like,
blinks and poorly hides their surprise. The silver
inside
dragon
Joey's
looks
head.
over at Minerel. You appear to be something more interesting than the rest of them. I don't think I've seen your like before.
What are you talking about? I'm not anything interesting at all.
She's
Uh,
just some
flesh
human.
and- She's
Yeah,
just a
that's-
flesh and blood human.
Nothing weird about that. Oh.
Oh, it's still 20.
That's still a good lord.
Arcana bluff? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She uses
I
her...
use my Arcana
She can actually do that,
skill
yes.
for bluffs and conversations.
Oh.
Well, on the other hand, I know that I can see through a little more than you can. Would you like to see what happens when I squint and tilt my head a little like you did?
Probably a laser beam. Just guessing.
I see right through that disguise. What are you?
Disguise?
That I've never run across
she-
you before.
Oh no, I am surprised.
Oh no.
None of the rest of you see anything. You're just going,
Dun,
why is
dun,
the dragon
dun.
funny?
Yeah, why is the dragon looking funny at this perfectly human person?
Oh yeah, it's
This flesh-made human.
Hmm.
I do have a pendant that should have given me a +2, although I only realize that now.
It's a ribbon that says human
That's
club.
related to my race.
It's the way
It's a blue
world
ribbon that
sees
says
good.
best
The way-
human in show.
It's not that gives you away. It's just, well, here, let me give you a comparison. There is a massive cloud of smoke, and then a similar
Oh, dude.
appearance to Mineral takes shape and walks towards you. This one
Oh,
is
God.
definitely more, almost sultry, you might say, in nature, but there's just
Oh,
more
God.
of a naturalism to it. You see,
Yep,
it's not
let's let
like
this
you're
one
the
join the
only
party.
one, the voice comes out, breaking the illusion somewhat, that can do this. It's just that some of us have a little more practice by a millennia or so.
I would like to use send farts in a diplomacy check to, beg him not to reveal this fact to the rest of the party, or at least be a bit more subtle.
Okay.
30.
How do you keep getting that exact 30 on your conversation?
I don't know, it just happens.
I know, it's just
Next.
using me. That's all. You get a telepathic wink back, and changes back to normal.
Goddamn dragon.
That didn't disappear. That was supposed to disappear.
Freaking dragon.
There we go.
I think everyone else is just looking at Miriam's PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, I could say you're all distracted with that if you like. Or you could just think that...
I can tell you a lot about dragons.
I'd like to hear all of it in detail.
Would you all like a quick Dragon 101?
Joey's
Sure.
like, oh, pictures.
All right.
Anything for a good distraction.
I sit cross-legged and
Yeah.
look.
Dragons 101. There are two...
For about,
Oh, you first.
I would say it'll take about 30 seconds before Joey starts, like, scratching his name into his desk.
I'm only going to give you a brief overview, not a full lecture.
Come on, Miriam, what do you know about dragons?
Well,
Shall
the thing
I?
about dragons is, let's see, the best way to put it is they've been around for a while. A long while. Maybe forever, maybe almost forever. Maybe close enough to forever that it may as well be forever. Not quite as long as, say, elementals have, but pretty close to forever. They're the twin dragon deities that are also the same deity that got split in half, and also brother and sister, and also two completely separate deities. Those are Bahamut and Tiamat. Bahamut is the lord of the metallic dragons, who are mostly reasonable, and Tiamat rules over the chromatic dragons, who are mostly unreasonable. In general, a dragon is more powerful than you are, and you shouldn't piss them off.
So wait, this island is made from the blood of Tiamat, right?
Yes, it was, dear girl.
So, shouldn't this only be inhabited by evil dragons?
You'd,
Why is it important to good ones?
you'd think that, but keep in mind, Tiamat's 5 heads are all eternally warring with one another, which means that just as much as they can be a pain, they can also be abused by those such as I to cloak ourselves. I actually register as nothing but another chaotic dragon to those outside, and they think I'm a nasty little bastard, which is why they tend to stay away. It does not help that I keep myself cloaked in about 17 layers of illusion at all times, but it is a nice handy trick.
So we should not expect to see any non-illusion-based good dragons on the island then.
You're going to expect some degree of them, or someone who is very, very powerful. Unfortunately, the last of those I have not seen in about 100 years or so. And that's putting it kindly. Time gets away from me when I'm working.
Well, thank you for the information.
Certainly. I will, however, have to ask that your Minotaur friend not put his hands on my devices again.
I'm sorry.
I assure you it won't happen.
Speaking of your devices, I don't suppose you'd be willing to contribute any of your alchemical research to the interplanar library?
Interplane library? I suppose I could throw a few things that way. Let me go and find some more books. Hold on a minute. He actually flies up through what you realize, Minerel, looking up, is a large cavern into something above the cave you're in. Apparently,
There's a second floor up there.
he has got
Did we
more
notice that
tricks
this
about
area was like a mountain or something?
Well, it was supposed to be pretty big on the outside, but you're also wondering if you might not have gone down some. These things seem a little topsy-turvy in here. No, it's not a big planar clusterfuck again.
No, it's an illusionary clusterfuck.
It can only imaginarily collapse on you.
Here's the thing, though.
It'll.
Illusion shouldn't collapse on you like that, because an illusion isn't going to make you walk out into a fucking room that doesn't exist. You're going to hit it first.
It'll only look like it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Oh, you'll think there's just an invisible wall or something there. Sort of like the old Roadrunner cartoons. Oh,
I gotta say, I like this dragon better than the other ones.
Yeah.
And they
Although
all
he
seem to be
doesn't
scared
seem-
of him, so why don't we just stay here? If he'll let us.
I don't believe you're going to be doing that, he says from above.
Oh.
Well, it is awful rude of you, Joey, to just barge in and Command a place to stay.
I didn't demand anything. I was just gonna ask nicely.
No, it's
You know,
alright.
so we
I can
don't
hear you
die.
talking down there. It's a cave, it echoes, and I have a dragon's hearing.
Yeah, so how about that?
It's not going to happen, if only because I want to be able to have some bit of privacy while I work on things. However, I could potentially give you some aid in escaping later. The problem is, later for me takes a while, so you may not want to piss off your only protection on the Isle at the moment.
I would like to. Sorry, I don't mean to say that. Mr. Dragon, do you have the power to teleport us off the island?
I do, but the problem is, I don't seem to be able to recognize what I caught out of your glimpses of memories. Yes, you might have given me a little more than you wanted. You seemed a little frantic during our chat, he says mentally. On the other
I
hand,
feel mentally embarrassed.
you have a lot less knowledge of the planes than these guys do coming from it, so you're also not the best aid on that front.
I suggest him he might read, say, one of the other people's minds.
That's a thought.
Yeah,
Try and talk someone into, letting a dragon read their mind while this goes on.
Hey, Draco.
Yes. You mean
How
out?
would you like... Yes, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That's a good start.
my human memory got
My human memory got messed up. It was
I would
terrible.
blush, but I'm so humanly strong-willed that I don't
Yes.
blush.
So humanly strong-willed. But what I'm trying to get at here is, how would you feel about a dragon reading your mind?
Hmm.
You're kind of a dragon already, right? So it's not too bad.
Yes.
It's not too weird.
If it helps us get out of here, and also, find our friends and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well then, I suppose I could talk to him in a minute. In the meantime, he actually floats down again from the ceiling, coming through what appears to be a wall to all of you, and hands Miriam a succession of 3 books, all written in Draconic, concerning various degrees of alchemy.
Yes, books.
Harry jumps like a kid on Christmas morning.
Books. No, this is like the best thing that's happened to me in months. I've been
Books?
able to like speak directly to someone doing research who has written enough of their research so that it's in a form that other people can benefit from reading their research notes.
And they made books for you.
This is the creation and spreading of knowledge. This made my goddamn day.
Kensington.
I've spent this time making emoticons of the cast. It's very productive. I
Your
know.
gracious donation is most appreciated.
Oh, certainly. Don't think I might not ask a teensy favor of you later, but that is, again, another day.
Oh, I'd be more than happy to help you out if you need it.
No problem.
Yeah.
It'd
you
certainly
seem
be
like a
better
nice guy.
than dealing with those other dragons' little squabbles.
I fear you'll have to deal with them a little bit longer at the least. However, you might be able to make yourselves appear more impressive to your current master by suggesting that he, I don't know, twist the sphere on the end of that rod around once, pointing it away from her, and try and be out of the way when she does.
Got it. Say, do you have any information on the frost dragons on this island? We might have a contact with them.
Frost dragons? How would you know
Yeah.
anything?
We saved one of their lives a couple of times.
Interesting.
Don't look at me. I'm not involved in this part.
Fair enough. It seems, young lizard man, I'm going to have quite the chat with you later. In the meantime, though, I should probably not keep you much longer. My illusions will only hold off so much of my scent from the other dragons, and I don't think you
Yeah, I
can
guess.
risk it.
Yes.
All right, well,
You might
let's go
sneak
back to
out to
the-
me later if you want. I can be approached.
Yeah.
just try and do it individually. A whole group of you moving will catch your ear.
Yes, that seems.
That seems
reasonable.
Yep.
Well, thank you
Alright.
for your help, Mr. Dragon, again.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Well, thanks for your potential help in the possible future.
You never know. Things could happen.
Well, he gave us the books.
Yeah, thanks for the books.
Thank you very much for the for the books. The books.
The books.
Wonderful books. Oh yes, you might try checking some of the other hordes to see what knowledge you can find. You can't tell me that the other dragons don't find some sort of spell tomes or magic and quests.
The other dragons don't really seem to have all that much of a horde.
I
only snagged about 4.
I didn't mean those
48.
reds. There are a few hundred dragons on these isles alone. You might be able to find quite a bit more if you survive the journey. Adios!
Alright, see ya.
Oh my god, I got books. I got books.
Not
I
only
got
do you-
books.
Not only did you get books, but you got books that don't exist anywhere else.
And I got new books.
Yeah.
Brand new. Books were created today.
I'm gonna just quickly, check the author, title, date of publication, do drop decimal catalog stuff, fill out, information for that,
Alright.
and then, along with each book, put the information card and the book into my bag.
Mm-hmm. Shall I assume you're all heading back to the other cave now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should probably be getting around.
Sure.
Alright. Then
Do we just? I guess we just.
Yeah, just walk on in. Nothing is stopping you at the moment. Do-do-do.
So what did he tell us to do with the scepter again?
Turn it. Tell her
Or
to
while pointing it away.
and try not to be in the way.
Yep.
So there you go, Algernon. Go give it to her. Try not to be in the way.
What?
You,
What?
you have it.
Maybe you should do it.
Ah, fine,
Fearless
I'll do it.
leader.
I'll do it then, since I am a fearless leader.
I'm gonna start
Also,
with-
you can heal yourself.
You
Hey, Brad.
cowman.
Yeah, we're back.
What did she say?
Well, she told us to say that she might consider a peace offering, but she didn't really seem to mean it.
That is grave news. I had hoped for an ally. It seems I may have to use you for more overtures down the line.
She wasn't really impressed with your gift. I think that was the main problem.
Good. Then she's not as stupid as I thought. What's that in your hands, though?
She wanted us to give this to you, but the thing about it is, she didn't really seem to know what it was capable of.
Oh? And you do?
Well, twist the orb on top, give it a shake, but don't point it at me. Point it somewhere else. Don't point it at any of us. Don't point it at yourself either.
Fair enough. Bring me one of the eggs.
I'm not sure you want to use it on an egg.
Bring me one of the eggs.
Yeah.
Who brings the egg
The
out?
harsh society.
Oh,
I assume
dragons
Joey
eat-
is because he's going that way. He's moving.
Dragons eat their eggs and stuff, so it's not really a big deal.
All right, here it is.
Joey, I'd
I'll
get
just
out
set
of
it
the way.
down. I'll set it down here and run.
Yes.
Mineral, come with me.
And run over there.
The dragon takes out the orb on the end of the scepter, twists it between two claws and watches as a beam of darkness flies into the orb, rendering it dust blown away by its own energies.
Yeah.
The egg is ruined. One of the gems on the scepter turns from green to a yellowish.
Pretty cool, eh? What'd I tell you? Just remember it was me who gave that to you, and any prizes that entails.
You know what prize I will give you, cowman?
Gimme. But don't disintegrate.
The gold you've been carrying on you will be yours to keep, instead of me killing you to reclaim it.
Nah. Alright.
That's not the place to be going in, Joey.
That's not a very large amount of gold.
Do you want more?
No,
No.
he doesn't.
I kinda do, but I'll accept it. Thank you very much for the gift, and enjoy your rod of destruction.
I'll give you more.
Mm-hmm.
You
Please
want
don't
more
hurt me.
gold?
Is this...
Joey's self-preservation is fighting his need for gold.
Oh my god. Any individual conversation between Joey and an NPC just turns to gold. Ironically enough.
I'll give you some more gold if you do something for me later.
Alright. Yeah, sure. Sounds decent enough.
I'm going to give you that map you requested by the morning. And when I do, there will be a large X marked on it.
Hey,
That X
what do you want us to do with...
is where some humans have decided to come up onto our shores. I want you to find them and either recruit them or kill them for me.
I can do.
Wonderful.
Can you tell us any more descriptive details about these humans?
Yes.
Beyond that they're humans.
They'll be near the
You know,
big
they're-
flaming wreckage of their boat.
What do you need any descriptions for? They're exactly like you. They're just humans.
I was hoping to know if they were wizards or something, you know.
Nobody
And not
floods
just
spells
regular
me, if
humans.
that's what you're asking. Although one of them did seem to be throwing fire around. It might have just been his clothes, though.
I get it.
Ah,
That's a good one.
Either
I give it
way,
5.
there are only a few of them left, so get their service or get their bodies for me.
You got it.
Do it in the morning, though. They'll be on guard tonight.
Yeah. Alright. We'll just head off to bed. Enjoy that disintegration thing.
Certainly. If it helps, I found food for you.
Hey, what'd you get?
There will be a meal waiting near your quarters.
I run.
I hope it's not human.
It's not. It's actually...
Yeah, there's nothing worse than cannibalism, eh?
Yeah.
Speaking of
How
which, I
about
was going to say it's
it's,
actually
oh.
a beheaded cow lying there.
Oh,
Uh,
hopefully nobody Joey knew.
Oh.
I mean, it's just like a
monkey.
Yeah, it's just like eating a monkey. Everybody does that, right, Mineral? You're a human, you know.
Oh yeah, I eat monkeys all the time.
How about that eating, eh? That's a great function.
Eating is wonderful. It is great to produce saliva from your mouth and then put things down your throat so it can be digested.
I think your bluff is slipping
I
a
know-
little. Just
I know exactly what you mean. I give her a high five.
High five for humans. Oh wait, I'm not a human.
No, I don't think my bluff is slipping there.
No, high five for eating.
apparently
Go
not against
eat it.
Joey, at least.
And I don't know. I didn't even know where Joey is coming from because it's like I don't eat like small lizards or anything.
Yeah, you do.
What?
You just don't know it yet.
What? What have you been putting in our rations, Joey?
So I guess we eat and then sleep, and that's it for the day.
We just eat raw cow for dinner.
Yeah.
Well, you could
Eat
make a
it.
small fire.
You guys don't eat raw cow?
Wasn't there wood in this room from like
You're
another
the worst
batch?
cow
There
ever.
was
dude.
leftover timber and other things that seemed to be part of the remnants of the boat the other party came in on.
The dragon has a thing for boats, it seems.
That's the easiest way for people to get here.
He has a thing for destroying boats.
Joey, I thought you people were vegetarians.
What gave you that idea? We're bloodthirsty murderers.
He has a
You
point.
just like to kill things. You don't have to eat them.
Yeah, we do.
If you're hungry enough.
Yeah. Kensington, make us a fire.
What?
Alright, I walk over, put some hellfire in my fingers, and put it in Joey's hair.
No, my glorious mohawk. It's slightly singed.
Mmm.
Delicious.
Kensington, make us a fire. Like it's. Has that ever worked?
It
And then
could've
I
worked.
take a chunk of the beef for myself and go in the corner and make myself a fire and cook my own meat.
Whatever, I just make some steak tartare, some premium class. You know.
So in other
High-class
words, you
dining.
take a piece of meat and you punch it a bunch with a rock until...
Rock
Tomato.
Either way, is there anything else
If
there is?
only you couldn't have mixed it with. If only you didn't have that. Those chickens.
rotten
You could have made a salad or something. Meat salad.
Yes, chicken tartare isn't good. Isn't
with
a good
rock
idea.
touch.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Anything else you're all going to do before resting tonight, then?
I don't think so.
So you think do you mean that it might be it for tonight, like the session?
Yeah.
Unless you
Isn't it
need to.
1:30 where you guys are?
Yeah, it's 1:30.
It's kind of later.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I was thinking, sir, did you want to do like if I had a conversation with that dragon? Do you want to do it like out of character, and we'll just sum it up?
This is
Or,
actually what I was
off-screen,
going to
that is.
ask you, guys, because on these islands, you might want to all start running different beings with different dragons, or trying... I don't know what you guys want to do in character, but if you want to do any of that, do we want to catch it on camera or not?
Nah.
I was thinking
we
if-
can do it on screen.
Well, we set up that I wanted a conversation with the dragon. I'm saying we could do that off screen because I don't know what your
Why don't we just do it
That's-
next time? Like we can just say it's the same night.
We could do it next time, or we could just have you and I do it as a recording one-off. It's just going to be a few minutes.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Either way is fine with me.
That works.
I figured, yeah, if we're only doing one or two...
I don't want to do it now.
Okay.
Yeah. Give us an outro.
Then it seems next time we'll see diplomacy, maps.
Ah, give it some more heart. Than that.
You want some more heart?
Yeah.
Give it a little pep.
You want some more pep from a guy who's coming down off acid after watching a terrible movie and just ran a game for you
That's-
guys after not
Watching
sleeping.
that-
Just a little more zazz. Zazz.
Raz-
Motherfuckers, you're getting the Bill Cosby impression now. So what you're
Oh,
gonna
God.
deal with next time is the black
That's
food
the worst.
puddings. And we're gonna have a couple humans running around, all different colors, about the same thing. And then it's gonna be the fellow
Oh god.
popping his cube, coming in.
I'm not
with
sure if that's the
his
worst or
subjects.
the best impression.
It's like Dave Chappelle's crackhead character doing Bill Cosby.
That's the worst Bill Cosby I've ever heard, and also the best Bill Cosby I've ever heard.
There's your fucking outro.
Next time
Next
on
time-
Dungeons and Dragons, Miriam finds more
Oh
books,
god.
kills
Yeah.
things that aren't books, kills things that prevent her from getting books.
Next
And then
time
gets
on
the
Dungeons and
books.
Dragons, Kensington
books.
lights more things on fire.
The next episode will just be Sir reenacting the film Ghost Dad.
Miriam's book,
Bill
that,
Cosby.
You know,
Miriam's autobiography is going to be the best-selling book.
It'll just be a book containing all other books.
It'll contain most other books.
No, all books.
This book, contains all books that do not contain themselves.
My brainer. That's it.
It has to contain all books.
Okay, are we out of session now? Because I think that was actually a pretty good session, and I want to talk about it.
Yeah,
That was actually
that was
session, yes.
great.
That was good.